I want to talk to you a little bit about this coffee percolator that I picked up the other day. Let me show you a little bit about this thing. Let's see, this is a typical, I'll show you how easy it is to work this. You got your little spot here for your coffee. Take a little bit of water. You pour the water into the bottom of the percolator. Okay? Then you take this part here for your ground espresso coffee. Okay? Now what I did is I ground my Andiamo coffee here, the espresso version, into this little package previously. And then I just grab a couple of these spoonfuls of espresso, grounded espresso, and we'll tap it down a little bit, make it a little firm, like this. Place it on top of the percolator, clean it off a little bit, and then this top here will screw in like this. So now we got the whole thing screwed in. What's going to happen is that this bottom part here is going to be heat up, and the water is going to rise up through the coffee grinds and into this top container here. So what we do is we take this, bring it onto the stove top, and start it all up. Now, this thing is probably going to take about maybe 3-4 minutes to get going. So I'm going to pause this video right now. I'm going to come back when it's all done. Folks, we're back. As a recap, what we did is we put some coffee grinds into this espresso percolator. And right now we're heating it up on the stove. While we were away, heated up a little bit of milk in the microwave here. Let's take that out right now. And let's pour this milk into our little frothing pitcher here. So what we're going to do is while we wait for the stove to get done, we're just going to froth this up a little bit. Again, this is a little frother that you can get at Spencer's or anything like that, one of those specialty stores. You know what I'm talking about. And it, it's a nice little makeshift frother. Makes a pretty decent milk frothing from scratch. And of course, if I didn't have to hold this video, we'd be doing this a lot better. But anyway, you froth it up a little bit. Again, we're using Andiamo coffee, which you can get at the Andiamo coffee website, andiamocoffee.com. We're using the espresso. And I guess that's pretty much a nice little froth at this point. Let's check out what we have going on now on the stove. See how far that's gone. And so far so good. I don't know if you can hear the percolating going on. I'll try to be quiet. You hear that? A little bit of smoke coming out, steam from the top of it. One thing I want you guys to know, and I learned this the hard way, is when you do this on the stovetop, you see this handle over here? You definitely want the handle to be a little bit out of the range of the flame. I gotta tell you, because if it's not, that thing will melt, and it'll ruin a pretty good percolator. So that's your $15 tip of the day. Why $15? Because that's how much this whole percolator thing costs. You can get a decent amount of cups out of this. They also come in very small sizes as well. Now, I've done coffee on espresso machines. I've done them via the regular coffee that you see in offices. I've also done French presses. I got to tell you, but this cappuccino and an espresso done this way, by far the best. By far. Nice. It's the old Italian way of doing things. Let's check it out. Oh, I think we have something. So let's turn this off for a second. And now we will now move over, pour our grinds into our coffee cup. Look at that. There we go. Put this back. And now what I did is I put a little sugar in this cup. I'm going to mix this up a little bit. And I don't know if this video does it justice in terms of the crema that we're getting on this. And now I'm just going to pour the milk in. And then while I put the camera down, I'm going to top it off. A little bit of cream. A bit of froth. And here we go with our makeshift at-home cappuccino. Hope you enjoy it, folks. I'm DiamoCoffee.com.